Challenge. When you come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you cannot hang on a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just a place and time that the tide will turn. Problems are only opportunities with thorns in them. When people keep telling you that you can't do a thing, you kinda like to try it. To repeat what others have said requires education. To challenge it requires brains. If you have made mistakes, there is another chance for you. You may have a fresh start at any moment you choose. For this thing we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Without darkness, nothing comes to birth, as without light, nothing flowers. History, despite its wrenching pain, cannot be unlived, but if faced with courage, need not be lived again. If you were alone in the universe with no one to talk to, with no one which to share the beauty of the stars, to laugh with, to touch, what would be your purpose in life? It is other life. It is love which gives your life meaning. This is harmony. We must discover the joy of each other, the joy of challenge, the joy of growth. People of little understanding are most apt to be angry when their sense is called into question. You may wonder, how can I leave it all behind if I am just coming back to it? How can I make a new beginning if I simply return to the old? The answer lies in the return. You will not come back to the same old. What you return to has changed because you have changed. Your perception will be altered. You will not incorporate into the same body, status, or world you left behind. The river has been flowing while you were gone. Now it does not look like the same river. It is surprising what a man can do when he has to, and how little most men will do when they don't have to. The manager accepts the status quo. The leader challenges it. Change and growth. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty. We must rise with the occasion, as our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. The moment of change is the only poem. It takes a lot of courage to release the familiar and seemingly secure to embrace the new. But there is no real security in what is no longer meaningful. There is more security in the adventurous and exciting, for in the moment there is life, and in the change there is power. Technological change is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. There's only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that's your own self. The art of progress is to preserve order amid change and to preserve change amid order. One thing that ceases to amaze me, along with growth of vegetation from the earth and of hair from the head, is the growth of understanding. In describing today's accelerating changes, the media fires blips of unrelated information at us. Experts bury us under mountains of narrowly specialized monograms. Popular forecasters present lists of unrelated trends without any model to show us their interconnection or the forces likely to reverse them. As a result, change itself comes to be seen as anarchic or even lunatic. It doesn't work to leap a 20-foot chasm in two 10-foot jumps. We do not grow absolutely chronologically. We grow sometimes in one dimension and not in another, unevenly. We grow partially. We are relative. We are mature in one realm, childish in another. The past, the present, and the future mingle and pull us backwards, forward, or fix us in the present. We are made up of layers, cells, and constellations. When we blindly adopt a religion, a political system, a literary dogma, we become automatons. We cease to grow. There came a time when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Life is a process of becoming, a combination of states we have to go through. Where people fail is that they wish to elect a state and remain in it. This is a kind of death. They say that time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. How wonderful is it that nobody needs to wait a single moment before they start improving the world? Then, without realizing it, you try to improve yourself at the start of each new day. Of course, you achieve quite a lot in the course of time. Anyone can do this. It costs nothing and certainly is very helpful. Whoever doesn't know it must learn and find by experiencing that a quiet conscience makes one strong. Life is a process. We are a process. The universe is a process. Become a student of change. It is the only thing that will remain constant. The master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. They may allow us to temporarily beat him at his own game, but they will never allow us to bring about the genius of change. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. The important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could become. If you have always done it that way, it's probably wrong. While we flatter ourselves that things remain the same, they are changing under our very eyes from year to year, from day to day. People grow through experience. If they met life honestly and courageously, this is how character is built. All change is not growth. All movement is not forward. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. In time of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. We cannot adopt a way of living that was satisfactory 100 years ago. The world in which we live in has changed, and we must change with it. Most people can look back over the years and identify a time and a place where their lives changed significantly. Whether by accident or design, these are the moments when, because of readiness within us and a collaboration with events occurring around us, we are forced to seriously reappraise ourselves and the conditions under which we live and make certain choices that will affect the rest of our lives. The object of a new year is not that we should have a new year. It is that we should have a new soul. I cannot say whether things will get better if we change. What I can say is they must change if they are to get better. Some men see things as they are and say, why? I dream of things that never were to say. Why not? The future has a way of arriving unannounced. The first problem for all of us, men and women, is not to learn, but to unlearn. If the shoe doesn't fit, must we change the foot? Although the connections are not always obvious, personal change is inseparable from social and political change. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. To exist is to change. To change is to mature. To mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly. So long as a person is capable of self-renewal, they are a living being. Things do not change, we change. Change does not necessarily assure progress, but progress impeccably requires change. Education is an essential change, for education creates both new wants and the ability to satisfy them. You cannot step twice into the same river, for the waters are continuously flowing. As a flux, nothing stays still. Just because everything is different doesn't mean that everything has changed. The world is round, and the place which may seem like end may also be the beginning. For nothing is fixed, forever and forever and forever. It is not fixed. The earth is always shifting. The light is always changing. The sea does not cease to grind down rocks. Generations do not cease to be born. We are responsible to them because we are the only witnesses they have. The sea rises, the light fails, lovers cling to each other, and children cling to us. The moment we cease to hold each other, the sea engulfs us and the light goes out. Everything you now do is something you have chosen to do. Some people don't want to believe that, but if you are over age 21, your life is what you're making it. To change your life, you need to change your priorities.
Living in excess, I need an exorcist to exhale the devils I let infest in this host. Fear and loathing up in the West Coast, and I'm haunted with Hunter S. Thompson dead ghosts. Alone in my room without saying a single word was the loudest sound that I think that I ever heard. We were born in this earth with our hopes and dreams, but the innocent turn into the hopeless fiends. And at home I keep waiting as I clock watch, in the company of only wolves and dark thoughts, surrounded by mirrors as I sit on the floor so I can stare at myself and I can't kick in the door. And inside I'm crying with an iron lung, projecting the symptoms and signs that I'm dying from. Was I born with the purpose to feel like I'm the one? And is it a shame to blame the name that I've become?
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Without any rhetoric and all the questions he asks. There's two sides to a Gemini. The duality of man makes me even question who am I. The idea of me is who the song's for. I let you in with the key for the wrong door. You'll never enter the certain corridor of a mind corroded in the mortar and left with the coroner, meaning brain dead. And I ain't been the same since I woke up every morning in a strange bed with a strange wife and a strange son, not knowing the origins where they came from. My eyes bleed when I read my own page. My body's so tired because of my old age. An old soul, though I'm only 25 and I'm so live. I wake up every morning at 5 and sometimes
I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long, long way from home. A long, long way from home.
I'm the stranger in the circle of friends, patiently passing the time and waiting for it to end. Stoned in the corner trying to blend in, cause I don't wanna have to introduce myself again. Next time I'll have a better excuse to come up with a reason why I didn't go home this season. Please don't ever let me move to LA, don't let me die like the rest of these dreamers who wanna be famous. Shoot in a direction that's aimless, waiting for my plane to come, watching everyone stand in line like they're waiting their fate. While I'm waiting to get out of this state, I'm on my way home with the key for the back latches. Now I'm finally understanding my dad's actions, abandoned like the prodigal son who was crucified for every single sin that he done. And sometimes
I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long, long way from home.
rough on me. The smart thing for me to do is never leave a pair without the snub cuffed on me. So when I go, it's in the Crown Vic with cuffs on me. Remaining silent with a hush glory. Every shift I'm trying to touch 40, that's at the minimum, but all means necessary, though I'ma get rid of them. As well as you pricks that shit on my name. Vengeance's minds can't put out the flame. Hospitals can't patch up your frame. Morticians can't fix you the same. All the bullshit I'm fixing to change. About to start Suge Knight in you lanes. To the point my voice on that elf film up put right in your dame. While you putting all the ice in your chain, you better invest in somebody on me and the price of his aim. Guaranteed the whole cartridge to bang without jamming the 40 on me. Just in case I have another 40 on me. I'll bang out with 40 on me. The both hammers on some click shit like we legit and 40 on me. Think I'm bullshitting, test the waters. Your large intestines and beef full of shit with hollow heads on them. This is a fair warning, so when the doors slide back on that caravan, better be a bare corner. Understand I'm a man of honor. Got goons all over the place from Linwood back to Chalmers. Probably did some time with your father, and I can get him butchered right now to display a little karma. You want drama, this a true story. All my dogs pedigree and they'll come and hit you dudes for me. Everybody fucked up, these that's when they crying out. Should've got for real motherfuckers, I hit that now. I know what it is, that's why I always keep that eye now. Right here on my lap, a nigga try me, I'ma wipe him down. Everybody fucked up, these that's when they crying out. Should've got for real motherfuckers, I hit that now. I know what it is, that's why I always keep that eye now. Right here on my lap, a nigga try me, I'ma wipe him down. Recognize real and all bitch niggas fold up when shit come to surface and they stories can't hold up. Gorillas see me, they like with the pennies, baby roll up. Y'all see them same dudes and y'all start locking your throws up. Old heads breathed on me, young and get your dough up. It's cool to be self-assured but never toot your nose up. Cats round here playing Willie really owe us. Learn how the people nigga play the shadows more, show no. It started getting crystal clear to me as I growed up. Moving dolo, brainstorming, lighting droves up. But Don was a thinker for the old heads approached them. Although it honor the fact they embraced and coached them. Cause now my game sick on some insane shit. Triple dub in the paint, all in the same flips. Triple dub on the paint with the stormy green tint. My youngest a slug in face for recreation. If I ain't feeling the nigga, there'll be no indications. It's folks that get the bad news with no explanations. Deal what you got, there'll be no complications. Swell preparations mean smooth operations. My apex today, every one of my niggas caking. From there, I'm like Jay, hey, what more could I say? Shit. Always be myself, no lie, exaggerating, hate to conversate with a fucker that's full of fabrication. Everybody fucked up, these that's when they crying out. Should've got for real motherfuckers, I hit that now. I know what it is, that's why I always keep that eye now. Right here on my lap, a nigga try me, I'ma wipe him down. Everybody fucked up, these that's when they crying out. Should've got for real motherfuckers, I hit that now. I know what it is, that's why I always keep that eye now. Right here on my lap, a nigga try me, I'ma wipe him down.
Stepping with a diva with beef features, just in another world with another girl, doing a lot of nothing in my free time. We grind, I cheap, she bring wine. Another room for the 40, hitting Sports Palace in the morning just to stay sporty. Young Gordy with his paper chasing ambition. Only time till I blow like video vixen. See hoes fishing for digits, so I hook 'em with a different line. Ain't time when I pimp shit, rip shit when I twist hemp. And if she low and thick, I leave her with a slow limp. Gotta go get if you want them old sticker. Can't be broke as an old nigga. Shit, I'm just living, looking for a check and some sex in the city. Man, really, I'm just living, looking for a check and some sex in the city. Man, really, yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta come up, yo, hey yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta get up. I'm just living, looking for a check and some sex in the city. Man, really. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to. Ought to in a reptile shoe. Cruise downtown, you know it did what it do. With the thickest broad, newest tennis shoe. And if it's blow, keep a grand to move. I need it now like IKs, in the worst way. Since my first birthday, I played amongst greats, like an all-star in 88. And G just called from All-Stars for holiday. So I'm on my way, after I do what she get me paid in an instant. See, 9 to 5 just ain't my style, but I ain't knocking your hustle, you gotta feed your child. But get rich, never comfortable with a limit. It's the only way I see it, the only way we live. I'm just living, looking for a check and some sex in the city. Man, really, I'm just living, looking for a check and some sex in the city. Man, really, yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta come up, yo, hey yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta get up, yo, you gotta get up. I'm just living, looking for a check and some sex in the city. Man, really.
Hip-hop. This ain't for bitch niggas. This ain't for bitch bitches. This ain't for pussies. This is hip-hop. If you say something about somebody or to a motherfucker, be ready, be ready.
I'm living. What you doing? Nigga, I'm definitely fucking living with you, dude.
Yeah, man. I just do the same old shit every day, but these niggas gon' hate anyway. Every day, living, every day. Living my life every day. Living every day. Living my life. Every day I wake up, a nigga gotta pray. Y'all niggas need to thank God, cause we ain't slaves. There's some shit I'm on. Everybody tryna be Mike Corleone. Nigga, do your own. You try to kill me, I got that black handle chrome. I was a welfare kid, now I'm running around this bitch like Mr. Big. It's gonna be hard to take mine. I spent 15 years on the grind. I'm a hustler, man to man, fuck the Ku Klux Klan. Moving, working Japan, triple rapping Saran. It ain't marijuana, I ain't bragging, got my dick sucked by Madonna. Living every day. Living my life every day. Living every day. Living my life. Nigga, you wanna rob my place? I got 10 of them things in the briefcase. Who sent you, nigga? God ain't gon' stop me from pulling this trigger. I worked hard for this. Coming up in this bitch tryna hit a fucking lick. No blood, no trust. Fuck out racket, Detroit cops get bust. You old crooked ass bastards. Against the niggas, we kill even faster. Every day is a case, was murder, robbery, burning down your place. I'm labeled as a low life. It's because I fucked your housewife.
cause if I don't, I'm dying. Naked women want attention, trying to find an answer in front of all of the pretension. Obsessed with sin, obsessed with flesh, obsessed with the absurdities, and I'm obsessed with death. Shake your ass before I stab you, shake your fucking tits as I cut off my dick. And remembrance of my innocence, I feel I'm losing it. And everybody wants to see Babylon. I can't escape the mediocrity in the song. I'm a stranger in the circle of friends, I gotta go. Suck my salvation and swallow slow. Chaotic crowds want my dick and not my words. My words dug my grave and now they're driving my hearse. Yeah, the 27 Club is calling me. This is my personal burden and I'm forbidding you to follow me. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to kill and now I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to die. I'm born to die. I'm born to die. I'm born to kill and now I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to die. So when you gonna wake up and use this example? I saw you living in sin, and I witnessed you kissing the apple. You're living on your hands and knees with a dog collar. You're crucifying yourself inside the Valhalla. You got lost in what you tried to do, and if you look in my eyes, I might cry for you, because I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna see you subjecting yourself to the evil of all these people, cause hell is hot, but the earth is much colder. I can't follow you forever with my hands on your shoulder, modeling for all of them, walking a long plank. The artist paints masterpieces when she draws blanks. Born needs dignity when you got admirers who bust nuts and leave when they no longer admire ya. You witness your existence torn up lies, cause the reason you're here was to be born to die. And when you open the truth, it'll leave you mortified. Then we realize you and I were born to die. Born to die, born to die. Born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to kill and now I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to kill and now I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to kill and now I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to die. Born to die, born to die. I'm born to kill and now I'm born to die.
Welcome to Fantasyland. Let's go to Fantasyland, baby. Follow me. Hit this, try this, do that.
I'm smoking purple, I'm blowing circles, I'm sipping purple, I'm popping purple, I'm getting high. Yeah, I'm getting high. Who got the trees? I smoke it up. Who got the pills? I pop them up. Who got the coke? I snort it up. Who wanna get high? Fuck it up.
La 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 la. I see different colors every time I get high. I'm smoking purple kuss, blowing purple kuss, smell so kuss, kuss, kuss. If you wanna get high, come roll it.
We got any type of drug, you might get one.
Oh, you like that one? Try that one. It's the Matrix. Yum yum yum.
Hey Neo, no small arm, so I had to turn the Scarface. Chico, get the yayo, Robitussin Fago. Cakes like bagel, holes in my knees out. Smoking sour diesel. I'm smoking purple, I'm blowing circles, I'm sipping purple, I'm popping purple, I'm getting high. Yeah, I'm getting high. Who got the trees? I smoke it up. Who got the pills? I pop them up. Who got the coke? I snort it up. Who wanna get high?
Feel like the whole world on my dick. I'm laughing at you, flying by in the rear. Nigga high, but I'm on my shit. Baby, give me some brains before I dip. Now I'm straight, I can face whatever. Like a rat race, we all chasing cheddar. Who do it better? Can't nobody smoke like me. That perk got me laid back while everybody hypey. Medical weed can't damage me. They hate cause I'm living a fantasy. Who wanna get high? Who wanna ride? Clean on the out, purple on the inside. I wanna smoke good, live it up, then die. Doing it big is me, women lie, men lie. You wanna live this life, here's a taste. Come close, I blow the smoke in your face.
Smoking smoking purple, I'm blowing circles, I'm sipping purple, I'm popping purple, I'm getting high. I'm getting high. Who got the trees? I smoke it up. Who got the pills? I pop them up. Who got the coke? I snort it up. Who wanna get high? Fuck it up.
P to the U-R-P-L-E. You know me, R-L-B. St. Nicholas with the Christmas tree. Ralph Lauren Polo, push your horses through the D. B-A-G, B-A-G. Break it down, put it down, get the money. Purple people eater, smoke Barney. Got me like he. Full house strip poker, bitch, big titties. The game ain't pretty when it's Detroit City. Blackjack, crack pack, purple in my knapsack. Mortification in my CD rotation. Slow motion for me, girl. This just a demonstration. Stuck on stupid rich suspended animation. Wicked the wicked, I run the wicked nation. And I'm the real deal, everything else an imitation.
I'm smoking purple, I'm blowing circles, I'm sipping purple, I'm popping purple, I'm getting high. I'm getting high. Who got the trees? I smoke it up. Who got the pills? I pop them up. Who got the coke? I snort